guys, John here, aka Press Bubbles, and once again, welcome to my laboratory. In today's edition of Pokemon Unite, we're going to talk about the Icy Fox Alolan Ninetales. Now, what makes this fox a powerhouse? Well, it has three attributes you can focus on. One is offensive, which is second best to none, due to its high power ice attacks. The next is the scoring system, which is above average, which is really good, and it makes it faster to score on your rings that you need to get for crucial timing. And last but not certainly not least, the support system, which is actually one of the top in the game because of its stat effects in terms of freezing, causing opponents not be able to move, as well as reducing their attack power when you use certain abilities. Now let's go into the build. Normally I would talk about one build set, videotape, showcase, and we move forward to the next Pokemon. But in this case, we're going to do two video showcases during the same video. So I want to talk about one combo at first, which is going to be my favorites, which is the offensive version of Ninetales. That focuses on both Avalanche and Blizzard. So in this moveset, the best route I've seen Alolan Ninetales go is the red route, which is above. So when you start going above, the first moves you want to pick up is Icy Wind next to Powder Snow. Both of them are going to do the attacks, both are going to help you level up quick. As soon as you get to level 4, the moveset I want everybody to focus on is Avalanche. Avalanche is a really good powerhouse move for special attacks that causes a big iceberg to basically come down in front of your opponent, and actually behind your opponent, so they can't run away. And it also has a chance to freeze them too, which causes them not to be able to move at all. What's good about that? As soon as you put that move down, you could go into your next move, which is level 6, Blizzard. So as soon as you get that ice barrier put down, Blizzard pushes them back, and you get that recoil damage, as well as your highest attack power you can do in this game for Alolan Ninetales' his abilities. And then if you want to take one step further, the next combo you can add to those two moves at that sequence same time is your night move, Snow Globe. So once you hit level 9, you're going to be able to make a blast around you, and anybody who's in that area during that blast gets their attack reduced, and you do a lot of damage. Also, you'll be able to freeze your opponents that are close by, which pretty much they can't move nor attack. So it allows your allies to come in and knock out kills. So while you're going up the top route with Alolan Ninetales with this build, your focus is just trying to level up as fast as you can to eventually, when Dreadnought first appears, when you get a 30-second warning. Then your goal is to go down to help the bottom team defeat Dreadnought, and move your way back up to Rotom to defeat Rotom. So you're not staying in one spot forever. You're keep on moving around back and forth, top bottom, and it's situational what's happening. You may want to stay on bottom just for a little bit. If you guys can score, you may want to just go back to the top and stay on top for a while to defend up there. It just depends on the situation that happens. So for this moveset, we want to focus on 3 items that help you out a lot, which are Wise Glasses that help increase special attack, Buddy Barrier because your defense is low but gives a high amount of HP, and when you use your Unite move, it gives your allies a 40% boost in the shield, which is great. And lastly is Choice Specs. Now, Alolan Ninetales is not fast, which we're not caring about. We want it to be focused on one area, and it's just going to do a lot more damage. So Choice Specs adds to special attack, but slows it down a little bit. Other than that, that is the moveset for this build. Now, the second build I want to discuss about, excuse me, has to do with slightly less special attack, but more focus on stopping the mobility of your opponent. So the way that build works is we can do the same route, top and bottom. Those are mainly the ones you want to go on. But in this case, the second build, we're going to go ahead and focus on Dazzling Gleam and Aurora Veil. So when you get to eventually to do the same moveset, go bottom, you're going to focus on Icy Wind and Powder Snow. Once you build to level 4, this time around we're going to do Dazzling Gleam. Now Dazzling Gleam is a paralyzed move. So when it attacks, it doesn't do high damage, but what it does is if it contacts your opponent, it slows them down and basically temporarily paralyzes them for like 1 or 2 seconds. That's enough time for you to hit them, allow your opponents to get further away, allow your allies to run away to get health. There's a lot of factors you can do with that. If your allies trying to score, you freeze your opponent to give your opponents like give your allies 1 or 2 more seconds to score. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to it. When you hit to level 6, you're also added equipped to Aurora Veil. So Aurora Veil creates an area effect around you that while you're in that circle, your attack power is going up. While your attack power is going up, you're going to want to build up um, short burst attacks towards your opponents using these little icicle hits. And sometimes icicle hits, as they hit about 3 to 4 times, can cause your opponents to freeze temporarily. So again, this one's more about stopping the ability of your opponent as well as doing enough damage and freezing your opponents. And then you combo right at last into your net move, Snow Globe. So after you have done Dazzling Gleam freeze them temporary, Aurora Veil pops it off, creates the effect, your night move goes off. Now you boost up all your physical attacks. So your Aurora Veil, when you use your icicle attacks, they do a lot more damage. And so if you're down the bottom, it's great because you want to use those area effect hits to stop your opponents from trying to cheat their way into sniping away Dreadnought or Rotom or Zapdos. You got people who wait in the grasses and they're using your night move and basically swoop in after you did all that damage. So you're trying to prevent stuff like that. Other than that, Alolan Ninetales is a great Pokemon. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to do 2 videos. One that demonstrates the first set of moves we talked about, and one that demonstrates the second moves. In terms of the items you want to use for the second build, you want to use Bloody Barrier, Muscle Band because you're focusing on the physical attacks and special attacks. And in some cases you can use Focus Band. I like to use Weakness Policy. Some people have different versions of it, but we're going to go ahead and build it up when we get to that chance, okay? So without further ado, okay everybody, we're going to focus on the first build for today's 2 videos, and that happens to do with Avalanche and Blizzard, to stop ability and high power attacks. We're using Whitest Glasses, Choice Specs, and Bloody Barrier in order to add special attack up as much as we can, as well as give a defense power to our allies when we use our Pokemon Unite move. The battle item we're going to use is Jet Button because we are very slow in terms of most other Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and go to the top area. We're trying to build up as much damage as we possibly can. As you see, Powder Stone is a little more effective than the other move, because we can hit both our allies at the same time, which is all about timing. I believe, yep, we got Cram right here, which is great. He'll assist us, and now look at this, an ice battle. Unfortunately, he's in my area, so I can give the boost myself. Oh, this proves that Vulpix can knock out Vulpix, but yeah, that was pretty much a double hit KO. So we're gonna go back up to do our support again. We see the squirrel is trying to make his approach. I will get that right now, but we have bees coming up, and they are very important. So we want to try to knock out as much as we can possible. Also, you get a chance to knock out your opponent's stuff as well. And of course, I won't take the risk of getting completely knocked out right now. My ally should be doing the same thing. Okay, well, my buddy got knocked out. Hey, a couple scores is fine. The top score is not something to worry about as much as the bottom rings. The bottom rings are really crucial because you want to have the area to heal up when you're doing the Dreadnought battles. Which in about 10 seconds I will be going downward. Yep, and my allies are 3-on-1 battles. Okay, I'm gonna get knocked out here. That's fine. But when I do so, I do as much damage as I possibly can. My allies should be going downward, which for Surf just evolving. Yeah. Cinderace should be coming down with us, but a good player would know that Dreadnought is the key right now. And we got a current rate player who's just not moving around. And again, this happens when you play a practice play versus having allies that would help you out. While my buddies are attacking, I am trying my best to do my attacks here. I'm not level 9 yet, which would be great because I'll have my Unite move. So I'm doing my best to reserve myself. Yep, and there is the annoyance of that squirrel. Yep, and one of the things I was talking before is trying to go for the knockouts. Unfortunately, we have a Cinderace player who is helping. But as you see, our moves are actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Freezing status your opponent so they can't do anything, and allows you to do a little more damage. And normally I would go to the top or bottom, but right now, since I have the chance to get to level 9, I'm trying to build that up as fast as I can. Because my character, Ninetales, being at level 9 is very crucial for having that Unite move. And we just got it. Oh. Unfortunately, we don't have all our allies over here, which would make more sense right now. We're gonna try and move it fast as we can to help out Cinderace. And because of my freeze ability, we could knock out their Pokemon pretty easy. So, unorthodox way of playing, but still effective. We got 17 seconds left for Dread, so this time around, we're gonna hopefully knock out Dread. And our allies are being smart. We are all down here banding together. We're not worrying about that Rotom that they're trying to attack on top left hand corner of our map. This match is all about trying to get their knockouts. Yep, and again, that's the purpose of Ninetales right there. I was able to mobilize them while all my allies start attacking. And right now, we should be able, myself and Lucario should be able to knock out this as soon as we can. While my allies are being, while my enemies are being distracted. Good job. We got that. We got this annoying little squirrel. It's one of the newest Pokemon that came in recently. Let me get some knockouts here. And I don't have a Unite move yet. Which is fine. We'll eat some of his berries. And notice how I move around after I do my ice moves? It creates an ice counter on my enemies. That means that now they're affected by my condition, and they can take additional damage to all my ice attacks, which again helps out. Okay, I want to go downward because I see activity down here that I don't like. Yep. The reason why I'm saying downward is I want to try to protect our bottom ring right here in case we need to get one more. Yep, you're not doing that move on us. And go for knockouts. Yes, I did not get the knockout for Ninetales, but it's such low HP right now that the card will come in. And hopefully we'll do enough damage to knock it out and take out that squirrel. Let's come down, so we're doing pretty good. In terms of Dread, there's no point to even try and attempt it. We're getting close to the Zapdos matchup, which no one's able to get those boss battles. We're doing good in our strategy, being ahead of the game. Yeah. We don't have a night move, which is something you don't want to have at times. Well, that's fine. We'll go ahead and assist my buddy down here because they are trying to score. And they're probably doing a pretty good job. Yep. They did a very good job of successfully trying to score on us right now. I'm hoping to get back in the game right now, and our Cinderace player can get over here. Okay, come on, let's jump in there. Okay, so we did a couple knockouts there, which is good. We're still ahead of the game. Oh, we're going to take some of these berries, because this Pokemon is very unique. You can eat its own berries. I want to go for... I'm kind of staying in the middle. Yep, that's why. And we got it. Yes. I was able to capitalize on our mobility there. I don't think I'm able to score because I got this. So one of the wise moves I just did right now is waiting for my opponents to knock it out, doing a little damage, and my area effect not only stopped them from doing their damage, I was able to knock out all three of them with my Blizzard attack. Again, this is why this build is very critical for top situation going first and assisting on bottom. We did not score, and that's okay because our crucial area was to knock out 8 Pokemon and assist on knocking out 6. So we do like to score every so often, and that's what we're trying to do, but we did crucial things that allow our allies to do what they need to do. So in our second mode, we're going to be focusing on the physical attack instead of the special attack of Alolan Ninetales, and we're going to be going the bomb route. Again, jump start, get powder snow, because we want that other effect hit for the first couple seconds here. Why is that important? Well, it seems like our allies are going different directions. That's always fun. It's because I can hit both of my Pokemon at the same time when I'm trying to attack, and gain just a little more advantage towards hits. Yes, my opponents took that because I do not have backup right now, which I should. Oh, now he comes in, that's fine. And we got a good starter, that's good. And we're going to go ahead and try to focus on knocking their guys out since they stole one of ours. Awesome. We did the Dazzling Gleam. Again, we're focusing on the other version build, which is not the special attack, but is the physical attack portion. And we got bees, so I'm sure we can get over there shortly and check out the bees. Again, my wire effects really do the damage. We're able to knock out both Snorlax and the Blissey with the Cario and Ninetales combo here. Now we got Aurora Veil, which now we got our 2-hit combo variation. So Aurora Veil is going to create this area effect field that's going to allow us to do a little more damage each time. We got Charmeleon, is doing pretty good right now, it's good. Oh, I saw Lucy. I noticed I was not moving forward because I'm in my circle of damage. If they go into my circle, it does damage to them. Yep. Unfortunately, I got myself knocked out, but hopefully Charmeleon is taking those Bs and getting the level it needs right now. But sometimes you get knocked out for other reasons. Now here comes Dread. We're going chasing down as fast as you can. As you notice that Alolan Ninetales is not the fastest of the Pokemon, but it still is making progress. Yep. So again, we're going to create some barrier shields, so they're not actually doing damage to us yet. He has the guard up, so he's trying to do as much as he can, which is a bad idea. Because since Trev is there, we have the presence. I'm going to go ahead and try to do my knockouts here, because we have enough allies to do damage. And to kind of stop our opponent from doing it too. Yep, and you made a big mistake trying to charge at me like that with my buddies here. So here we get knocked out, my area effect was still there. Lucario, he was kind of waiting there. Hopefully he does his knockouts. While Lucario's in that, ooh, he did score, it's not good. They both scored, which is not good. I did get my Unite move now, so we can become a little more useful. Now bees are coming up, so we wanted to really take these bees. I'm kind of waiting for them to pop up right now. Three, two, one with Trev. Okay, bees are not there yet. I'll go ahead. Oh, I've got to wait 2 more seconds. That's fine. We did take all the bees, which is good. Dazzling Gleam still does paralyzing, which is great. And I'm trying to. That Zora is just a great offensive Pokemon altogether. They seem to want to push the bottom, so we're going to go ahead and push back. They probably realize that they can't push so much. But we want to take that Dread as fast as we can. And my Pokemon Unite move goes off. That hitch, which does enough damage for us to go in and come in. and take this knockout. Awesome. So they took our bottom, but we took their bottom. There's about 1 minute left before Zap, so there's not going to be much time to really focus on a lot of things right now in terms of the mini bosses. What we can't focus on right now is farming. You want to have at least level 13. 12 is optimal, but 13 is best. So that is what we're going to focus on right now. Let's try to get that attack power. Get to that status so we'll be more effective in battle. And my opponents are also doing the same thing, but you also make sure you're aware of your rings. This battle point, it's going to come down to who can knock out who. I assume we're on bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and teleport. I'm not going to have that happening. I have my Pokemon Unite move, which is good. And getting close to that level we want to have right now. Zapdos will be appearing. I have Lucario trying to assist me here. And we got it. So I'm going to go ahead and make my move. And since, yeah, they're not going to be able to catch up to me. We were able to do enough. Yep, you're too late, man. You guys can knock me out, that's fine. We got enough damage on the board that they're not going to be able to come back. All we really got focused on is defending. And what's going on up here? Okay, they knocked that out. Oof, that's at 12. I don't like that. Yeah. I think my allies need to worry about is that these Pokemon. Yep. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back. I don't like the feeling of leaving the base like that. So I am waiting right now to see if any of our. Oh, get there in time. Yep, he did take it, which I was trying not to allow that happen, but you can only do so much. I'm gonna go back. Snorlax has that barrier attack, which I believe we still scored enough points that we will win. And boom. Yep, we did score a lot more. That Zapdos victory was key towards our success right there. Overall, you guys see two different types of builds. One, again, was special build that had to do with the Blizzard attack, as well as Avalanche. That does stop mobility from them retreating with Ice Block, and Blizzard to push them into the Ice Block, which does recoil damage. So that high special attack power is really good. On the other note, we also show a successful matchup where this build actually does, I want to say, score better, and it doesn't do as much damage in terms of like one huge burst of damage, but it does a lot of successful hits to chip away so your allies could do the damage. The difference is that Alolan Ninetales special could be by itself, where Alolan Ninetales physical needs to have allies to help support and do the damage necessary to knock out. Overall, I think we had two successful matchups. I hope you guys enjoy.